What time did she leave the university, do you know? No, she didn't say where she was headed or anything, did she? No, we were supposed to be at a party over an hour ago. Yeah, I know. All right, thank you very much. Huh? No, I'm not worried. She's gonna be fine.
Hey, hold it a second, hold it.
Well, I wish there was a phone nearby.
I think it's the distributor. You want to hold this flashlight for me? Hey, could you hand me that wrench there?
That was you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't connect, Bill. I'm not used to seeing you outside of the hospital.
Oh, well, I just stopped by for a bite to eat. I'm on my way to work. I have the graveyard shift tonight. Yeah, I talked to the lab earlier. We should have the results of your pregnancy test by tomorrow morning, if not before. What's the matter? Not soon enough for you?
Hardly that.
I don't understand. You were so anxious to get pregnant.
Not anymore.
Oh. Well, would you like to talk about it over dinner?
That's okay, Bill. You don't have to do that.
Hey, come on, you're a lawyer. Is there a law against a doctor also being a friend?
No. And you are one. There's somebody else that I need to talk to about this. And I just gotta get up the courage to face it. See you later.
You know, this Hamlet thing must really be getting to you. You've gotten more and more withdrawn since we've been here.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be.
Get the kabuki! The kabuki! Get the kabuki!
Gotta get this back in place, and we should be all set here.
Let's hope so.
Now, what's so life and death about this party tonight?
It's not the party. It's just that Ted was expecting me over an hour and a half ago.
Well, he knows you can take care of yourself. At least he should.
Jake, if I say I'm going to be somewhere at a certain time, then he expects me to be there. And if I can't, then to call, and we can't call, so... It's common courtesy.
I guess a little courtesy's not a bad idea. And it keeps you from taking each other for granted just because you're married.
Yeah, well, there's something I've learned about marriage, and that is it takes work.
Oh, really? And I thought you two just, like, fell in love at first sight. I mean, you showed up at the Capwell mansion in a cute little maid's uniform. And Teddy started chasing you around the breakfast table while you were clearing away the scrambled eggs.
No, I don't think that's how it started out.
Right. You know, actually, I heard someplace that you got married because you were trying to keep him out of jail, or he was trying to keep you out of jail, something crazy like that.
Yeah, well, maybe it didn't start off on the right foot, but at least we were dating beforehand, so it's not like we didn't know each other.
Still, it must have been kind of strange for you to all of a sudden just show up in front of the judge or the minister or whatever and not having had a chance to plan anything.
We were scared. Maybe we didn't know each other as well as we should have. Look, things have turned out fine. Better than that, they're wonderful. In fact, we're very lucky.
As long as you don't think about where you started.
Whoever went at the front door is long gone. Are you sure it was Kelly?
Absolutely. I heard her say Mama behind me. As soon as I turned around, Timmons jumped in front of me, and I didn't dare say anything because I didn't want to tip him off.
No, there were two people in those Japanese costumes. Which one was Kelly?
Well, I don't know about that, but only one of them went out the front.
Well, do you think the other one could be in the building someplace? At least Timmons isn't so abused as we are.
Certainly is.
What's going on?
Ladies and gentlemen, sorry for the disturbance, but we have reason to believe that there's a wanted fugitive somewhere in the near vicinity. Therefore, as district attorney, I've sealed off this building until we can conduct a thorough search of the entire area. Now, you're free to go on and enjoy the party. However, nobody is to exit or enter this building until I say otherwise. Let me assure you, there's no danger. You're under the protection of Santa Barbara's finest. They have been amongst you in abundance the entire evening. And, Kelly Capwell, who to the best of our knowledge is unarmed, will be removed as soon as possible. It shouldn't be too long.
Of course he's unarmed, Timmons. The only crime that's being committed is that an innocent girl's being hunted down like an animal. You then insist on mounting a full-scale offensive. She might come back on her own. She's probably afraid she'll be shot on sight.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Let me hit him!
You're no longer district attorney. I am. Whoa! And one more thing. A last request, and it's this. I'd like everyone with masks to remove them. Reason should be obvious. Come on. Let's see your happy, law-abiding faces.
Open this door!
See anything? No, but she couldn't have gone too far. No chance. She's got to be around here somewhere. Okay, I'll circle around and back.
Probably got one of those false backs or something. We're gonna need some tools.
Yeah.
Hey, what, fellas, what are you doing?
We chased somebody in the hall. We think they came in here.
Does that give you the right to destroy a genuine antique? Houdini himself owned that box, and the museum purchased it at great expense.
The perpetrator could be inside, sir.
Really? Oh, wait, before you, I myself am an amateur magician. See, I know all about these things. Now, it is possible by rearranging the panels to discover whether somebody is actually in here or not. See that?
Wait a minute. I think we got our answer right here.
Outside. Let's go.
walk me to the door.
I just thought you might need some help explaining things to Ted.
No, I'll be fine, thanks.
Okay. Take care, then.
Yeah, you better get that truck home before it breaks down again.
Well, it's a little bit too early to go home. I think maybe I'll go down to that place, Purgatory, and have a couple of beers. Maybe if the party gets over early, you and Ted could come down and join me.
No. Well, I just don't think there'll be time, but thanks. No, and Jake, thank you for helping me get my costume together.
You can be an awful pretty polo player.
Yeah, I gotta get inside. I'll see ya.
Well, have fun.
Bye.
See ya.
Well, finally.
Oh,
I was just about to hop in the car and just start looking for you.
I'm sorry.
Do you know what time it is?
Look, I couldn't get your phone. I know you'd be worried.
Yeah, well, to say the least, Haley.
I'm sorry.
Look, you know what? I would much rather hear an explanation instead of all these apologies. Now, where were you?
Well, as of 2 hours ago, I didn't have a costume, so I ran out trying to get one together, and I managed to do so.
So you're saying you spent this whole time looking for a costume?
Part of the time?
What about the other part?
Can we talk about this later? I need to get dressed upstairs.
Forget about the party, Haley.
Ted, what is wrong with
What's
you?
wrong with me, Haley? We were supposed to be someplace 2 hours ago. Now, you don't call, you don't say boo, you show up in Jake's truck with a big smile on your face, a lot of talk about costumes.
I didn't know you saw Jake's truck. Why didn't you say something to me?
I thought you would, but no such luck.
No, wait a minute.
No, you wait a minute. Now, last time it was for writing lessons. So what is it this time? I really want to hear this.
Do you really think that one of those people could have been your sister?
She could be a few feet away, and there's nothing I can do to help her.
Oh, Mason, I'm so sorry.
Which one was she?
Watch, Timmons.
One of them went out the front door, one of them went the other direction. Which one was your sister?
If I knew, Keith, I certainly wouldn't tell you.
You say you're concerned about her safety. You tell us what you know. We can proceed in an orderly fashion. The other way, one of my men get over anxious, you know?
Nobody's going to get over anxious, Keith. Are we real clear about that? Now, I don't know where Kelly is, but wherever she is, I just pray that the powers that be protect her from the likes of you.
I didn't realize that you thought Kelly was going to be here. No wonder you've been worried all this time.
Yeah, well, that's part of it.
Well, is there something else?
I don't think now's a good time to discuss it.
Well, when then? It has anything to do with me?
Let's just say that I think it might be nobler and saner to forget the whole thing.
What is it?
What?
What is going on between you and Mason or something?
Nothing, Dodie. Nothing's going on.
I keep looking for Keith Timmons and I can't find him.
Good. Means he hasn't found Kelly either. That's why he's not loading it over us.
I was so close to her. I could have reached out and touched her. And you know what? I should have done it. I should have taken her hand, gotten her out of here, gotten her into the car we have waiting, and she would have been safe by now.
Listen here. Right now, right at this minute, she is safe. She's absolutely pulled off a miracle. I mean, she came all the way from Europe all by herself and didn't get caught. I mean, she has got Timmons' number.
You show me your badge, we can talk police business. Until then, I don't want to hear from you.
I don't give a damn.
You know, your boyfriend here thinks he can play with the big boys now. Maybe you should remind him that he gave all that up when you restored him to the honorary rank of Capwell. I mean, when he lost that status before, it was because of a sticky situation with Victoria Lane. You were sweet to forgive and forget and let him back in the family, didn't you? You do know that you'd have to share with her father, don't you?
You know, I'm getting kind of tired to listen to you run your big mouth. You know that, pal?
Let's just go home, okay? He's just in a bad mood because he and his bozos can't seem to capture one fair, decent, frightened young girl.
There's an open window in the storage room. She must have used it. We looked outside. We can't find anything.
Show me the window. Where?
I'll be right back.
I'm right behind you.
Hey, put the gun in, Miller!
Butt out of this,
You
Castillo.
said
Butt out of
no
this.
reason to think she's not. What the hell are you doing?
Freeze!
You're accusing me of lying to you.
When you walked through that door, when I asked you, Haley, what happened? Why was Jake's name not even mentioned?
Because Jake isn't important. He just gave me a ride home.
Oh, he's not important. Great, it's just perfect.
Now, do you know why I didn't mention Jake? I thought we were through arguing with him.
Yeah, so did I.
Ted, I could stand here for hours saying how he's just a friend, but what's the point? Obviously, you didn't remember or believe what I had said earlier.
When I called the university, they said you left at 5 o'clock. It's now after 9. Now, supposedly you've been spending this whole time looking for a costume and all that, but that still does not tell me how Jake figures in.
Here, that's how Jake figures in. Are you satisfied?
What's this?
It is my costume. You said you were going as a jockey, so I thought I would go as a polo player, and he offered to help me get a costume. Then he offered me a ride home in his truck, which broke down in the middle of nowhere, no phone, it's nighttime. I was stuck.
Haley.
Why do we keep putting ourselves through this?
Well, you know, I don't think it's always me. I mean, you put yourself in these situations sometimes.
You know, this is not my fault, and you know it. Ted, why can't you just admit you've overreacted? You're wrong. Put your arms around me and say you're sorry. It would be so easy. Why can't you do that?
Wouldn't be too spontaneous, now, would it? I mean, you standing over me telling me to do it?
I freeze. Oh. Ah!
Lockridge, what the hell are you doing?
Whoa, Trigger Happy. Listen, since when is it against the law to try on a costume, huh? I saw the thing lying here. I just put it on, wanted to be the Kabuki Kid. And what prompted all this barging in like this?
You know as well as I did Kelly Capwell and whoever else she was with was wearing these things. What
Oh, was that it? Oh, well, listen, the window was open. I figured you guys must have known. She probably went out there and... well, I don't know why you wasted your time coming back in here.
Let's go.
She was here, wasn't she? You saw her.
5 minutes ago.
You made a decision, Mason?
They could be dragging Kelly in handcuffs any minute, and you're still spinning schemes. Have you lost your mind?
Yes, Mason. Maybe I have finally lost my mind. Because for the last few months, the burden of Kelly's safety has fallen on me. For the past few months, I've worried about keeping her safe, keeping her protected, trying to rescue her. Now I gotta sit back and watch Timmons and his men move in for the kill. Maybe the only way I can protect her or fight back and do anything is to protect my other daughter. Do you understand me?
Doesn't mean I'm gonna go along with you.
Well, you would be a fool not to, my son, because you have nothing else but to gain.
Oh, gain what, Dad? The knowledge that I let my father coerce me into marriage for a few extra bucks?
Coerce you? What the hell are you talking about? You said you care for the woman, don't you?
I do care for her. And if I were to ever marry her, it'd be because of that. Not because you came waving money at me.
So what the hell are we arguing about? All you have to do is the right thing.
The right... Did it ever occur to you that I might do the right thing without your intervention? No. Mason has to be bribed. Mason has to be seduced into helping the family.
Mason, please, even you
All
have
right,
to
it's
admit...
happened before. But it wasn't for the money. Money's a poor substitute for a father's love. So you see, there's an added benefit to my marrying Tori. I'll have a family of my own. I'll be a father myself. Won't have to settle for being somebody else's unnecessary son.
Daddy, we found out where Kelly went when she left there.
She all right? Did you see her?
No, but Lionel did. She was hiding in an old magician's cabin in one of the storage rooms, and she got out a window.
He saw her. He didn't do anything about it.
There wasn't time, Daddy.
Oh, that's a lot of baloney. He didn't want to help her because he didn't want to help our family. That's what it is.
That's not true. He did help her. She'd have been discovered by the police if he hadn't have stepped in.
It's true. He's right. Lionel convinced them about the cabinet that it was empty. When they went to go look at someplace else, he got her out.
Don't expect me to thank him. He didn't do it for me. He's got some ulterior motive.
and Sims take the parking.
Right.
Oh, my God, you scared me to death.
I was afraid you might say something without thinking.
All right, and lead the police to us? Give me a little credit, would you?
You know, I haven't seen so many cops since I was in New York for the St. Patrick's Day parade.
I know it. They're everywhere. How are we going to get out?
We're not.
Oh, just what I love. The ultimate optimist.
And I mean, I heard some of them talking. Now, they think we got away. So they're going to be moving outside of the museum now.
So that means we should go back in.
Yeah, I think that's our best shot.
Great, then I can get the message to my family somehow.
That is not number one on our list of priorities, Kelly.
It is on mine.
Okay, let's head north this time.
Right.
Thanks, I didn't see him coming.
Hey, just be sure you hear me now. No more costumes, no more stunts. We have got to be careful.
Well, why? I thought you kind of looked cute in that costume. Like a noble warrior, sort of.
Huh? You know what happens to most warriors, don't you? They end up getting a hero's funeral.
Soda, please.
So I'll catch you later. A friend of mine just came in.
Yeah.
I'll see you. Hey, where's your costume?
Didn't go to the party.
Well, what happened? Did Ted go on ahead without you?
No, he waited for me at home.
Well, what happened?
He, blew up at me. That's what happened.
Oh, didn't she explain to him about the truck?
Of course.
So what, capital cars don't break down, right? I mean, they never had any problem with the Jag or the Roll, so what's my problem?
That's not it. It's just kind of hard to talk about.
You want a beer or something?
No, soda's fine. Already ordered, thanks. Hey, listen, don't let me keep you. I mean, you don't want to talk to me when you can be out having a good time.
Well, believe it or not, I'm having a good time right now. And it started just as soon as I saw you walk in.
Ted, where have you been? I've been looking all over for you. Where's Haley?
I don't know, Mom. I'm going crazy worrying about Kelly. Did she try and contact anybody here?
Yes, she did.
I saw the police outside with guns, bullhorns, the whole thing. I mean, are they looking here for Kelly?
I'm so frightened for her. She's out there all alone trying to fend for herself. Timmons is determined to get her.
Ladies and gentlemen, although we hope you stay and continue to enjoy the party, you're now free to leave the building if you choose. We're satisfied that the fugitives are no longer in the museum.
Are you telling us you're calling off your bloodthirsty search?
No, they're just moving it outside. We're closing in tighter and tighter, see?
Hello, stranger. Can a lady have at least one dance with her husband?
Not even if you put your clothes on.
Did you have a coat? I don't remember.
Yes, I left it downstairs. Is Julia here to see you?
I'm not sure.
Well, why don't you find out? I'm gonna go downstairs and get my coat. I'll meet you outside, okay?
Thanks.
Hi.
Hi.
I like your costume.
Thank you.
I feel a little silly not wearing one, but I just figured I was going to come over here right now, so.
What made you decide?
I knew that you'd be here. And I really need to talk to you.
Well, good. Because I need to clear up some things with you, too.
You do?
Let's go in here. But, you go first.
It seems a little strange. After all we've gone through, where it's been such a long time. I mean, we've been going through this thing together for a common purpose. And I just kind of thought that it would last forever. But,
That's all right. I understand.
What?
Well, I don't think either of us would trade a moment of it, Julia. It was wonderful trying to conceive a child together. I guess it was inevitable our lives would go in different directions.
Oh. Well, that's what I was gonna say to you.
But part of me hates to see it end, but I guess it couldn't go on. Ad infinitum. I do have one request, though.
What is that?
Well, when you find somebody else and you succeed, would you let me in on the good news? I'd like to be able to wish you and the baby well.
I'll tell you. If I decide to keep trying.
Well, what do you mean if? Can't give up now. You're a wonderful woman, Julia. You're gonna be a wonderful mother. Thanks for letting me share your life for a little while.
Hey, don't you know the rules? Nobody's admitted without a cut. Julia, you okay?
There's no telling where she's gonna turn up next. I guess I have to sit tight and wait till she contacts you again.
If she hasn't been scared off for good.
Well, I hate to interrupt. For Pete's sake, this is supposed to be a party. Can't we at least exchange a few pleasantries?
Well, I guess Edie and I are gonna take off for the beach house.
Yeah, if we see or hear anything, I'll let you know. Okay,
Thanks,
Mama?
darling.
You know, it just occurred to me that she might show up there.
Yeah, that crossed my mind, too. If she does, we'll take real good care of her, don't worry.
I know
Thank you.
I know.
Call you later. Okay.
Leaving so soon?
Well, the hospitality wasn't all it was cracked up to be.
Now listen, if you're going to your beach house hideaway, there's a couple things you ought to know.
Such as?
Such as you're being watched and your phones are tapped. So no heroic measures.
You can tap every phone in town if you want, Keith. That's your privilege. One thing you can't do is the only thing that counts. You can't come up with the goods. Let's go.
Oh, lovely, lovely you could be here tonight. You lend such an air of elegance to the occasion. Remarkable for two people with such wayward offspring.
Not a cop in sight.
Well, it looks like most of the guests are leaving, too. There's Eden and Cruz. They're getting in his car. And there's Mama and Daddy.
Hey, you will see them soon. We'll find a way.
Oh, Jeffrey. They were there. They had everything planned for us. I mean, we would have been somewhere safe where we could have eaten a decent meal, gotten a good night's rest. I mean, instead of walking around listening to our hearts pound all the time. That's why I took the chance. That's why I went out there, because I knew that if I could just tell them where I was, everything would be okay. And I didn't mean to get us in worse.
It's okay. It's all right.
Why is it everything I do seems wrong?
Look, no one's blaming you. I'm not blaming you. We just have to put this behind us now and try and make a fresh start.
Jeffrey, I don't have the strength. I can't run anymore. I can't.
Don't talk to me about strength. You've got more of it than anyone I know. It's exactly that that's gonna get us through this.
The party's over.
And none too soon. It's the worst party I've ever been to in my life.
Come on, it was wonderful. All the elements, suspense, surprise,
It
excitement.
got everybody so uptight they couldn't wait to go home.
Well, at least I'm keeping the streets safe, dear. Darling.
For the children?
For the children.
You don't even have any children. I could just imagine if you did, they'd grow up to be like their daddy, ruthless little Gila monsters.
Well, why don't you conduct a grand experiment with me and find out?
Aren't you supposed to be out giving your troops a pep talk?
Well, I was just too distracted by your all too apparent You know, the weird thing about that costume must be it's sort of the same
Putting it on is when you take it off. Huh?
Well, I'll tell you what.
What?
Maybe I should take it off and see if anybody notices.
No, you're right. I should take care of my troops.
Wait a minute. Why don't you just forget about poor Kelly for one night and let her get a good night's sleep?
Oh, yes, poor... You know, if you're so soft on Kelly, why don't you release the tapes, exonerate her?
But I'll be able to get more than ever for that tape once Kelly's caught. Who could pass up a chance like that?
You have access to all of CC's holdings with a computer scan. What else does the girl need?
I'll tell you what I need, Keith. I need insurance in case some so-called friend decides to sell me down the river.
Cold in here. Where's the heat?
You know, I think I stopped noticing.
What do you mean?
Well, ever since you left, I really haven't been paying attention. I guess if you're cold enough on the inside, you don't think about the outside.
Well, I'm here now. So, why don't you build a fire?
In a minute. In a minute. Eden, it's so good to have you here.
I only ever leave.
I'll build a fire.
Oh, maybe we don't need a fire right now.
Maybe we don't.
How can this happen?
What?
Well, I mean, I feel really good and happy. With everything that's happened today, I mean, I just... When you hold me in your arms, everything seems to go away.
Well, darling, that's the way it's supposed to be.
I feel like I should do something.
The next move is Kelly's. There's really nothing we can do right now but wait.
I just want to know she's all right.
I think she will be. And once we get her back and get this mess cleared up, Eden, you know, it's going to be time for you and me to spend some time with ourselves. We need to get serious. Start thinking about raising a family.
Is that a proposal?
One of many. And baby, I haven't even gotten a second wind yet.
Look, I know we're not the first couple to have ever had an argument. And I knew that when Ted didn't hear from me, he would worry, which he did. And then when I got home, he was primed and ready to overreact, which he did. And now this thing with his sister Kelly, I don't know. It's just not a good time for him.
But?
Sometimes I feel like we have to work so much harder than other people just to be happy.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know, maybe it's like you said. Two people who aren't ready to get married, or sometimes they miss things.
Like what?
The carefree part. That's what we've missed.
Yeah, well, you know, once you start signing all those papers, it kind of takes the fun out of it.
It doesn't have to be that way, Jake.
Marriage changes people.
Well, sometimes it changes them for the better.
I'd hate to see you change, Haley. And you gotta make sure that whoever you're with appreciates you.
Ted does.
But if you're not happy...
I get confused sometimes and angry, but I am happy. Ted has made me happier than anyone in my life. I love him.
Then I don't understand something.
What?
You knew I was gonna be down here tonight, I told you. You came down here to see me, Haley. So if you're so much in love, what are you doing here?
I think of you as a friend, Jake.
Friend.
Am I wrong? I think I've misjudged something.
No,
I'm
listen,
sorry. No, look,
forget it.
I gotta go. I'm sorry.
Listen, how are you gonna get home?
I found a cab here. I'll get a cab going home.
No, listen, a friend wouldn't let you do that. I'll drive.
So, Julia, why did we come here?
I told you I didn't want to go home.
Could have come to my house.
I don't want to go there either. There's too many people there that I feel like I have to smile at.
Oh, and you don't feel like smiling, huh?
I fell in love with him, Lionel. I I swore I wouldn't do that. I swore I wouldn't do that, but it happened anyway. And I don't think I really realized it until...
Until when?
Until I realized that I could be pregnant. Don't look so surprised. That was the idea, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, Mason doesn't know, is that?
After I saw Mason and Victoria at the party, I tried to work up to telling him, and he started telling me how good things all have to come to an end. He had no idea what I was going to tell him.
I see. And he told you that he didn't want to be involved any longer, is that it?
It just wasn't supposed to matter. You know, that's the thing. When we started this whole thing, once I got pregnant, he was just going to bow out. There was no entanglements, no strings, no attachments. But now... have a life growing inside me right now, and when I think of what went into creating that, this was a very different kind of relationship for me, and Mason was very special. He was kind, he was gentle, he was unselfish, and he was funny, you know. He made me laugh. He made me laugh at my crazy moods and my crazy demands. And I liked myself with him. It's a little hard not to fall in love with somebody like that, you know?
Julia? Well, I didn't know if you'd be here or not, so I thought I'd take a chance. The test results came in. I thought you'd like to know.
I'm just not sure how to begin.
Well, whatever it is, why don't you sleep on it? You know, there was so much chaos at the museum. You're going to think a lot more clearly in the morning.
No, there are times when you have to act or the moment is lost. I think what's stopping me is that I'm not sure how you'll react.
Well, does it matter how I react?
Victoria, you and I are in a unique position at the moment. We've been given an opportunity. Now, you tend to think of yourself as a liability, as a burden. You think that you can't get involved with someone because it wouldn't be fair to impose the burden or responsibility of a child. But that's only one way of looking at it.
Yes, I am trying to be fair.
Well, don't be so fair that you deprive yourself and someone else of a blessing.
What are you trying to say?
Victoria, you have a gift to offer. And there are those that can make great use of just such a gift. It's the gift of, well, it's the gift. It's a gift of family. I've been lonely for a long time, Victoria, and so have you. I think we could give each other a lot.
Mason.
Now, why don't we stop looking for reasons to stay lonely and look what we have right in front of us? I care a lot for you, Victoria, and I'd like to be allowed to care for your child and give it my name. We could be very happy, certainly worth a try. So marry me?
Well, shall we step aside and talk privately?
No, this is all right. This is Lionel Lockridge, my brother-in-law.
Okay. Lionel, how are you?
Oh, you probably met him at the hospital. It's really okay. He knows that I've been trying to get pregnant.
Listen, Julia, I can step aside for a while.
No, Lionel, please sit down, Bill. Just sit down, please. So, This is all very cut and dry, I'm sure. So it's either a yes or no, right? Which is it?
Well, the answer is yes. You are pregnant.
I'm sorry to make such a fuss. I'm just so tired.
Yeah, well, it's no wonder. Look, you try and get some sleep and I'll take the first watch.
No, it's all right.
Kelly, I thought you'd promised you'd listen to me occasionally and get under those blankets. You know, you looked incredibly beautiful tonight, but this is my favorite costume on you.
Me too. I don't even think about getting it back. It goes in my drawer from now on.
Mm-hmm. Well, as long as I'm giving presents.
What's this? Looks interesting.
It goes to that door right over there. Because this is your home. And everything in this place belongs to you. Especially me.
Well, this is the second time you've driven me home in one day. So I'll have to ask of a friend.
I don't mind. But, I'll be honest with you, Haley. I'd like to think I could be more than a friend someday.
I'm flattered. Jake, I really am, but I don't think I've ever misled you to believe. Jake, look out!